Same thing going on down here that the first speaker was talking about not to do. Yahweh didn't say do that. It's especially not over here when he just fulfilled it, took it on out of the way. What they doing here? Eating, having feasts, Passovers. He didn't say do that. But that liar, that beast, the accuser of the brethren, that murderer, he is going right now through these ages and dispensations, and he consistent too. Consistently dark. And that's what he for, is to accuse the brother. But the brethren shouldn't, because we have on this flesh, it can hurt or whatever, but this is why Yahweh got these tools set up, is to constantly remind us he's with us and to constantly study every day if you can, because you need it. Because that boy he made is bad. He's the worst. Yahweh made him that way. Okay. Now, keep on reading there.
And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there. For the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass that when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarah, his wife, Behold, now I know what thou art, a fair woman to look upon. Okay, now go on over to the 17th verse. And just like I said, these are like points that we get out here on the floor. I'll tell you like my instructions used to say. You're supposed to read this before you even come to class. And then when you leave, I'll read them 20 chapters while you at it. And be ready for the next class. Read. 17th verse. And Yahweh plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abram's wife. Okay, stop right there. Going back again, you have plagues, you have diseases here. Oh, yeah. And this is what I was just going over here with our bodies. We got some, hey, to line that right up with. Okay. And Yahweh gave that promise that he was going to bless them. Now we're on 2 Corinthians 3:1. But see, here he gave them the promise over here in the post-Diluvian age. And then with his Yahshua's death, burial, and resurrection, that you can read about the 9th chapter of Hebrew, as well as the first Corinthians, the 10th chapter, all of that. How Yahshua fulfilled this promise. But it was fulfilled over here in the present kingdom age with his death, burial, and resurrection. Who is the only one that overcame death, hell, and the grave? We have to be in him, because if we not in him, we didn't overcome death, hell, and the grave. That's all he wants us to do is believe. This is what this panoramic vision and revelation is based upon. Put it on the pattern, the second veil. Rent in twain. That was with his death. Okay? Yeah. Wait, let me, 2 Corinthians, let me get on over here for a second. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
We begin to commend ourselves.
Now, isn't that what we do in the flesh? Commend ourselves. I'll put it on me. He didn't gave me this acid treatment and then whooped my butt enough that I didn't stop that. He gave me natural parents. Like he's masculine, but he's spirit. But he's the source of masculinity and femininity. Somehow the sexes. That's why it hadn't changed yet. If If you a man, you gonna show have a Y chromosome. If you a woman, you gonna show how that X. Why is that? Because that cross is an X. Isn't the cross the X? And that husband man died for his bride. Jeremiah the 31st chapter, he tells you about that. So, talking about the sexes, now my natural parents, I sent them through some stuff. That's why I gotta go over there today and see my mother. You know, to show how grateful I am, you know, with that growing up that they dealt with, you know. And but Yahweh is always with us. You cannot get away from him at all. Just like Tony was saying last week, that was hilarious. When you talk about, when you go, what Dr. Hogan used to say, when you go in that bar, you cannot tie Yahweh up outside, go in the bar, you know. And I remember, you know, my dad, because I had all brothers and stuff, and, you know, my cousins was brothers, you know, boys, everybody, uncles, and everybody was boys. I was like young girls. And they would always be like, man, Kiana is dead. You know, he would leave me with them. They'd be like, man, she is rough, like she dead and stuff. And I'm scared from said Kiana came more than what Yahweh left. And when I was a kid, I didn't understand that. So I thought it was funny. Yes, I am. Just like everybody else I be. But no, I've been books. And it's something because when Yahweh with you, can't nobody else see it. Now if another person comes with me up, you can see them hard. But Yahweh with you, boy, it be right where he at, in your heart and in your mind. Talking about them people pricked in their heart when they found out that they, well, when Yahshua revealed it to them after his plan that he had, because see, they had to carry out his plan and kill him. And then when he let them realize or dawned on them, or they came back to their senses, they were pricked in their heart that they killed their Savior, you know? And wasn't that Peter told them to repent? So when you get whooped, you hurt your heart. You don't even have to have no heart condition. He like, who that hurt right in my heart, you know? That's that prick in that heart. Prick is pain. That's what prick means. I ask my patient, like, describe your pain. Is it prickly? You know, that sort of thing. Because when we talk about the natural to understand the spiritual. Okay, keep on reading.
We begin again to commend ourselves. The 2 Corinthians 3rd chapter. For need we, as some others, this was a commendation to you. Not as a commendation from you.
All right, now these letters. You got the Old Testament or the Old Covenant. Okay. So anybody that don't know what the New Testament or New Covenant is, we're talking about it right now. Read.
You are our epistle written in our heart.
Okay. So you are all books. You the books. Not of the letter. Read.
No.
Wait a minute. Everybody read you. You don't even have to say nothing somewhere. Either they're gonna be right on or they're gonna lie about it. You know.
For as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of the Messiah.
Okay, so you are manifesting. Manifest is evident. Okay? Declared to be books of Yahshua. Read. These books open. This is what he's talking about. Read.
Written not with ink.
Wait a minute. See that Old Testament, that was written with ink, wasn't it? It was the letter. But see, now it's talking about we the books, and we not written with no ink. Read. Not nothing natural.
But with the spirit of the living Elohim.
Here we go. With the spirit of the living Elohim. This is the New Testament. This is what the new covenant is. Not Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John.
Right.
This is what it is. Open books and written with the spirit of Elohim. Read.
Not in tables of stone.
Oh boy. The tables of stone that Moses, the first one that he broke, the second one he carved out, had to bring it up, he put it here in the ark here. Not that one. Read.
But in flesh tables of
Wait a minute. But this New Testament of covenant is written in the fleshly tables of the heart. Read.
such confidence have we through the Messiah toward God. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves, if anything as of ourselves.
Now here we go. Not commending ourselves like once he revealed that to us. Because one thing he showed me with this teaching is he has to reveal this teaching to you first, then you understand. I used to cry. My dad used to give me another Elohim book when I was a teenager. This ink just can't see the writing no more. Because I'm like, I can read, but I cannot understand this. What is that? He reveals this to you, then you understand. Read.
But our sufficiency is of Yahweh.
Wait a minute. If we sufficient, it's a Yahweh. Read.
Who also have made us able ministers of the New Testament.
Now here we go. We are ministers of the New Testament. Not the letter, but of the Spirit. Like the second speaker was saying, hey, Yahshua, he the teacher. Teaching right within each and every one of us. When we're up here, read.
Out of the letter, but of the Spirit.
Here you go again, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. Read.
For the letter killed.
Oh boy. The first elder, I was picking up on this up here, and she said this. What the letter do? Read that again. It kills.
Letter killed.
Oh boy. It killed it. So to be in that letter now, over here, you dead. You were dead. And the killer, is it over here, the murderer? And you lining right on up with Satan and his demons, or this mystery or iniquity, or how the founder was saying, hey, either you be aware that power within you, have it take you on up to the third heaven, or be consumed by the negative force. Because he done made both of them for that purpose. Okay? And with that, I say hallelujah.
I'd like to say good afternoon to all the speakers and just kind of continue a start. Everybody get for me, go back to that Hebrews, that's one.
Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
Okay, now, he started out, he said, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. And it's the evidence of things not seen. So now, in essence, he's telling you that faith is something invisible. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's the evidence of things that are not seen. And he's gonna, you know, give you examples of people's faith. You see what I'm saying? But see, and in giving examples of these people's faith, he's telling you what they did. You see, you understand what I'm saying? Read on just a little bit.
For by it the elders obtained the report.
Now, by it, the elders obtained a good report. Okay? Now, and somebody pointed this out already. You know, you have, you know, back here, so-called Father Abraham. But, you know, really, that's a type of Yahweh. You understand what I'm saying? See, but now let's talk about the elders obtaining a good report. Now watch this. It said, now Abraham believed Yahweh, and it was accounted unto him for righteousness. You see what I'm saying? Didn't say that Abraham did anything righteous. You follow what I'm talking about? But because he believed, it was accounted unto him for righteousness. Because we gonna you know, eventually we're gonna go and show you what Abraham did do to prove his faith. But go over, because you got a lot of reading there. You need to read that whole thing. But go over to James.
What does it profit, my brother? Though a man say he have faith and have not works.
Now, if a man say he got faith, you see what I'm saying? You know, and don't have the work. See, now a person can say anything they want to. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean it's true. You understand what I'm saying? Just because they say that. See, give it an example. Now you take like Bernie. He's a pretty fair complexion fellow. You understand what I'm saying? Now me, I'm a real dark skinned fellow. You follow what I'm saying? You know, see, and then I tell you something like, say, well, me and Bernie are the same race, and you look at it like, you understand what I'm saying? Because you can look at the two of us and you say, well, wait just a minute, there's something different about you guys. You understand what I'm saying? See, but see, now I can say that Bernie is my brother, and that's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we don't have the same mother. Right. You understand what I'm talking about? See, but that's a reality, and that's a truth. You understand what I'm saying? See, although it may seem contradictory, you see what I'm saying? But start that over in James.
2:14. What does it profit, my brother? Though a man say he have faith and have not works, they save him.
Okay, now, in other words, he say he have faith, but there ain't nothing to show for it, because that's just lip service to something. See what I'm saying? See, read on just a little bit.
If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, one be saying to them, depart in peace. Be warm and filled, notwithstanding, you give them not those things which are needful to the body, but does it profit?
Now, here's somebody that asked something of you that you could see that they needed. You understand what I'm saying? And you say, well, you know, hey, you cool, and you talking about your business. You see what I'm saying? You know, you didn't care nothing about them in the first place, and you done did something. Right. You see what I'm saying? See, read.
Even so faith, if it have not works, it's dead, leave it alone.
Now, if it ain't nothing that you're doing to show that, you see what I'm saying? See, you just give lip service to it. It has no validity. understand what I'm saying? See, but now we're gonna pick it up. I wanna get over there, the 22nd chapter of Genesis, start at 22.
Genesis 22:1.
Mhm.
And it came to pass after these things that Elohim did favor him.
Now Elohim did prove Abraham. You see, you understand what I'm saying? See, and people have been talking about that, like the last speaker, but she, gives us good examples of things, from a natural standpoint, with the physical body, how you can compare it to the spirit, like she was talking about, those antigens and stuff that, and they come in and they're gonna make war, they're gonna raise hell with your body. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, see, that's gonna strengthen your immune system. See, because of whatever ailment it is, your body is going to start to develop antibodies and stuff, and set up a wall of defense against that. You see what I'm saying? But see now, if that had never entered you into you in the first place, you'd have no defense against it. You see what I'm saying? See, and don't wait till you get old and something like that attacks you. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Then you really got a problem there, because you don't have anything in your arsenal to fight that with. You understand? See, and then with the old age involved too, that might kill you. You understand what I'm saying? See, so it's a blessing when those kind of things come upon you. Now he said, now Yahweh gonna prove Abraham. See, now he done already, shown that he believed Yahweh. See, let me show you what I'm talking about. Yahweh takes this man in the land of his kindred, Ur of the Chaldees, or in Babylon, and tells him, he said, now get thee out of the land of thy kindred into a place that I will show thee. You understand? Now, this man ain't changed words. He ain't went to his daddy or nothing like that and said, well, hey, I just heard something from the creator and I got this. You understand what? He ain't said nothing, he just went. You understand what I'm saying? See, in some place he didn't know. And then when he got there, he didn't own nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Yahweh had him walk his length and breadth and stuff like that. See, and made a promise that he's gonna give it to him. See, and he didn't have a place to bury his dead. He had to buy a plot for somebody. You understand what I'm saying? See, so he didn't have nothing. But now see, Yahweh gonna prove it. See, you understand? You see what I'm saying? Now he done already obeyed. But now Yahweh is going to put something else on freedom.
And said unto him, Abraham. And he said, here I am.
Read.
And he said, take now thy son, thine only Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Now watch this, folks. See, we said now Abraham is a type of Yahweh because he's father Abraham. You understand? So since he's father Abraham, see, and since he's a type of Yahweh, listen to me, because he's a type of Yahweh, his firstborn son, or his only begotten son, has to be offered up. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's Yahweh's purpose. That ain't Abraham's purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Say, read.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass and took two of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering.
Okay, now you have cut the wood for the burnt offering. Read.
And rose up and went unto the place of which Elohim had told him.
Read.
Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men.
Now, it's gotta be on the third day, because see, this is according to the pattern too. You understand what I'm saying? See, because look, when he's rescuing the children of Israel out here, see, you understand? He's telling Moses, go tell Pharaoh to let my children go, say, a 3-day journey. Right. Into the wilderness to worship me. You see what I'm saying? And really, that sounds almost like a reasonable request. You know, that's just like a long weekend. You understand what I'm saying? They go on 3 days to be back. That'd be easy to give into if it weren't for the fact that Yahweh said, I am sure Pharaoh will not let them go, for I will harden his heart. You understand? So Yahweh got to set up the opposition. You see what I'm saying? See, look, he's running everything, folks. If it's a battle or something, he got to have some worthy opposition. Ain't no man no match for it. You understand what I'm saying? See, unless he done put something in that man to act a certain way. You see what I'm saying? See, 3.
Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship. And
listen to what this man is saying. See, now Abraham, he got Isaac dead, buried, and resurrected in his mind, right there. They ain't went nowhere. You read it again.
And Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship.
Read.
And come again to you.
And come again to you. You understand what I said? Read.
And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand and the knife, and they went both of them together.
See, if we look at this, like Abraham carried a little bitty boy up there. That ain't what's going on, folks. If you look at that chronologically and whatnot, Isaac's almost 28 years old. Isaac knows full well what's going to happen. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Read.
And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father and said, my father. And he said, here am I.
Read.
My son. And he said, behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering?
Now he said, look, he said, now, hey, we're going up here now. So now we got the fire, we got the wood, where the sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying? See? So he knows something got to be sacrificed. See, read.
And Abraham said, my son, Elohim will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering.
Now Yahweh will provide himself a lamb, see, for a burnt offering. You understand what I'm saying? See, now the operative word is Yahweh will prepare himself. It didn't say he was going to offer no physical lamb, folks. You understand what I'm saying? It said, now Yahweh will prepare himself a lamb. See, because now this one here, folks. See, now he's the lamb that's slain from the foundation of the world, and he's the only begotten of Yahweh. Now Yahweh will prepare himself a lamb. You see what I'm saying? See, read.
Elohim will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went, both of them together, and they came to the place which Elohim had told them of. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood.
Now see, he done bound, he done bound Isaac. Now he's determined to go ahead and do exactly what Yahweh said for him to do. You understand what I'm saying? Read.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of Yahweh called unto him out of the heavens and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here am I. And he said, lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that as thou fearest Elohim. See, thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only from me.
See, now he didn't even withhold his son. You see what I'm saying? See, now he done did everything that Yahweh done asked him to do, as far as getting out of the land of his kindred and everything else. You understand what I'm saying? Now here he's getting ready to offer up his only son. See, you understand what I'm talking about? See, and in his mind, he knows that Yahweh is able to kill that boy and resurrect him from the dead, or give him another son or something. See, because he's looking at that before they even go up to the mountain. But see, he's still being obedient. You understand? See, and the angel of Yahweh, spared that land. See, and there was a ram caught in the thicket, but that ram was offered up instead of Isaac. You see what I'm saying? See, there's got to be a ram, because the ram is a male lamb. You see, and it's got to be offered up instead of the person. You understand what I'm talking about? Likewise, all of them sacrifices under that law didn't mean anything. The only one that really meant something was this one right here. You understand? You follow what I'm talking about? See, and he had to be offered up instead of all the people and all the sins that the people had committed from the fall of Adam. You understand? You see what I'm talking about? He had to take all of that upon his shoulders. You understand? Read on.
And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
See, he's got to be offered up instead. See, and you see that ram caught in the thicket, or with some weeds or some stuff like that wrapped around his head. You understand? Just like that crown of thorns that Joshua had to have. You see what I'm saying? Prior to going to that cross. You understand what I'm saying? See, and it says to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it's because there's no light in them. So you have to see that. See, with Jonah, trying to get away from Nineveh and being cast into the sea. You understand what I'm saying? And being swallowed up by that great fish. And he said, the reeds come past my head. You understand what I'm talking about? So Yahweh's got to repeat this because it's a pattern. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's why it's a 3-day journey. See, when he's offering up Isaac. See, so Abraham believed Yahweh and it was counted unto him for righteousness. But see, now Yahweh required something of that man. You understand what I'm saying? See, it wasn't just no blind faith. You understand? Or just somebody giving lip service and saying they have faith. You understand what I'm talking about? See, in the whole 11th chapter of Hebrews is going through all of them patriarchs. It's not just telling you that they had faith. It's telling you what they did and what happened, what transpired as a fact of their faith. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go back to the 11th chapter of Hebrews a little bit and read some of that.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Read.
For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the ages were ordained by the word of Elohim.
Now see, through faith, we understand that the ages or the world was ordained by the word of Elohim. See? Through faith, we understand that. Now, we read Moses' account of the creation. You see what I'm saying? See, but now we know good and well, there wasn't really no man back there. You understand what I'm saying? But see, what Yahweh did, he caused that man to be one with himself. Just like he did Dr. Kelly, the same thing he did with John on the Isle of Patmos, in order to give them some kind of understanding. See, and he was back there when Yahweh said, let there be, and there was. You understand what I'm saying? See, because it said the earth it said there was darkness upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of Elohim moved upon the face of the water. See, and Elohim said, let there be light, and there was light. You understand? See, now this is on the first day of Moses' vision. See, now there ain't no physical sun until the fourth day. You ought to ask yourself, what kind of light was that? You understand? You see what I'm saying? See, that was cosmic light, or light from Yahweh himself. See, just like it says over there in the first chapter of John, this is the light that lighteth every man, which cometh into the world. You understand? But read on.
So that things which were not in evidence are now seen coming to pass.
Read.
By faith, Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain,
Read.
by which he obtained witness that he was righteous.
Read.
Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead, yet speaking.
And see, in the second speaker brought that out. See, he being dead, yet speaking. See, because the spirit of Abel, see, was speaking to Yahweh from the ground. See, when Yahweh asked him, well, where's our brothers? Cain say, well, I know not. He said, am I my brother's keeper? See, but now Yahweh said, thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. So he being dead, yet speaking. Even though he was dead, Yahweh heard it. You understand? Read.
By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death.
Now he was translated that he should not see death. See, and look, Yahweh took that man, and just to show you, how he's working. See, because one day with Yahweh is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. And then he gave these people back here 1 day for a year because of that false report that they brought back after spying out the land of Canaan. You understand? So now here he takes one of the patriarchs, Enoch, you see, has this man to live 365 years. You understand? Just so happens you got 365 days in a year. You understand what I'm saying? And it says that Enoch walked and talked with Yahweh, and he was not. You understand? What are you talking about? See, Yahweh just took him right into himself. You understand what I'm saying? See, boy, he translated that man. And it wasn't the first time neither. He did the same thing with Elijah. You understand what I'm saying? See, but see, he took him into himself. The proof of that is that Yahweh showed Moses, and he showed Elijah of John the Baptist here at the Mount of Transfiguration, showing that he had it right within himself, you see. But read on just a little bit.
By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony, that he pleased Yahweh. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Now, without faith, it's impossible to please him. Read.
For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is.
Now, he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is. Read.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Now, he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You understand what I'm saying? See, now look, if you just gonna go about this thing lackadaisical, he ain't gonna give you nothing, Mike. You understand? You see what I'm saying? You say, well, I'll study or I'll look into it when I feel like it is true. If you don't want Yahweh to say, well, I'll save you if I feel like it. You understand what I'm talking about? I won't send you to the lake of fire if I feel like it. Suppose you say, suppose we don't feel like it. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that to happen. See, read.
By faith, Noah, being warned by Yahweh of things not seen, as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
See, so now look, folks, and I'm going to end it with this. Look, now Noah had faith. You understand what I'm saying? Do you realize how massive a boat that was? Right. When you look at the cubits and stuff like that, that thing, the lengthwise and the height and stuff like that, you understand what I'm saying? See, and when you consider that, you see what I'm saying? You could see full well why it took 120 years to build that. You understand what I'm saying? And ain't no 8 people had nothing to do with it neither. It was way more people than that had something to do with it. But see, all of them wasn't gonna get in that ark. You understand? You understand what I'm talking about? But see, now this man, because he had, look, Yahweh showed him that it was gonna rain. You understand what I'm talking about? Showed him, see, and just told him straight out. He said, the end of all flesh is come before me. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, I'm going to kill everybody, Noah. You understand what I'm saying? So look, Noah was hurry up, was building this ark as the result of the faith that he had, because he believed Yahweh, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. See, and those 8 souls had to be in that ark 7 full days before the first drop of rain ever fell. You understand what I'm saying? See, and look, when Yahweh opened the door to that ark, listen to me, when he opened the door to that ark, see, universal spirit law got in those animals, see, to go into that ark, the clean ones by 7, see, and the unclean by 2. You follow what I'm talking about? See, so now, and look, when Yahweh opened that door, couldn't nobody close it. When Yahweh closed it, couldn't nobody open. See, and once all of those animals got in there, Noah and his household got in there too. See, Yahweh shut the door. So now look, when the first drop of rain fell, see, now some of the people that might have had something to do with building the ark might have come knock over, hey, Noah, you know me, pal, don't let me in. No, he can't do it. You understand what I'm talking about? See, so they had to be in that ark of safety. Same thing now. You have to be in the body of Yahshua the Messiah, not getting there. You have to be in the body of Yahshua the Messiah. Like the last speaker said, you can't overcome death, hell, and the grave without being in the body of Yahshua the Messiah, because that's the only one that was able to do that. You understand? I hope somebody got something. This concludes our lecture for this class. We'd like to remind everyone that the start of the Southside class was free public lecture here at Urban University Center, 9101 South Jeffrey, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8:30, on Sundays from 11 a.m. to 1. And as we mentioned, start of class for the foreseeable future, not be having classes on Wednesdays and Fridays due to the absence of Vice President and also the health issues of the president. So when we do start back, we'll make sure that everybody's notified. Other idea of our classes, the Chicago Northside branch and Prince Illinois branch. School operates by free will donations. Anyone who would like to make a donation, please see the treasurer, Dr. Tony Ryan. Absolutely. time, let's have there. Minds. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory, esteeming joy to the only divine Elohim, our Savior, through Yahshua, Messiah, our sovereign, belong glory and majesty, dominion and power, both before all time, now and ever. Let us all say,
Hallelujah.